Well, is our next set going to be Hungrybox versus SluG? Is that what we got for us now? Puff versus Ices?
I don't
Holy
even know
smokes.
if I'm ready to observe it.
There was a time when I would have looked at this and I would have been, some would say, bored. I'd say, oh, this is a campy matchup. You know, Puff just kind of ledge camps and Ices are just looking for their wobble. But I haven't seen this in so long. I mean, first of all, there's no wobbling anymore. I don't know what to expect. Here's the thing. Even though I think this matchup has really swung in Jigglypuff's favor in the public eye in more recent years, there was a time when Hungrybox was actually dropping sets to like every top Ices player. Fly Amanita, Wobbles, right? Certainly Chudat, I think, all got sets at some point. And this was a matchup that the Puff players had to sort of overcome. You know, they had to get better at it for sure. It didn't feel like a free win, at least at first. And it has been a long time, probably, since a guy like HBox has thought about this matchup at all. And so there's going to be an element, at least at first, of kind of matchup unfamiliarity, I think. He's going to have to overcome that in a little bit.
It means nobody's going to know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
Has SluG experienced? Does SluG know what to experience with Hungrybox? I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen with Hungrybox.
HBox, you get a different. I feel like HBox has got, you know, any given day of the week, you get a different HBox these days. I feel like. Which HBox are you really getting? You know, I'm living in this.
Somebody tell me, Toe.
This post-apocalyptic industrial kind of world, and we're just trying to find some sense out of anything right now.
We're just trying to make meaning in the one thing we know.
Yeah.
Is melee. It's the only constant.
The only constant.
It's the only thing that keeps coming back in front of this screen. Is the melee.
The melee.
The commentators change. The backgrounds change. The post-industrial cities and landscapes. The vistas change. The voices. The analysis.
But
one thing doesn't change, my friend. And that's just that world that was created. That's just that world, the arena that was created in Super Smash Bros. Melee. You know what I've been thinking about is how, like, for a guy like Cody, he streams a lot of Melee. He's playing a lot of Melee. In a sense, he lives inside the game. In a sense.
Yeah.
And I feel like I know that very well because in college, I lived in... You load up Battlefield, it's like, okay. Like, I just closed the door.
Yeah. You say close the door, like
so
hey,
when we commentate, yeah, it's kind of like, all right, now
you show up in Battlefield and you're like there, you're sitting on Battlefield, and
pretty much I've been waiting for the characters to show up. Yeah, what a way to start.
What a way to start. Oh, this is probably a button check. No, it's not. This is the match.
It looks like a fight right now, Toph.
Yeah.
I see hammer swinging.
Look at this pace from SluG. He's really... Every little grounded movement is intense. There's just the sense of intentionality. And HBox, it is stock one of game one, and HBox is already playing the platforms. We might be in for the long haul here. Look at this. Look at this. And he works his way in forward throw. And Nana, you gotta save her, but no, you can't. SluG knows.
No,
so I
don't
think
even.
The rule there,
don't go out of your way for Nana.
Don't go out of your way for her, especially because I think
this is how I play it, though. A lot of players go for Nana. It's like, oh my god, I don't really care. But yeah, in a post-wobbling world, there's a way that sacrifice.
Yeah.
Nana. I don't know.
I think you gotta really evaluate. Like, I think that works on both sides, right? As the Ices player. Do I save Nana? Is it worth it? As the person fighting the Ices, do I go for Nana here, or do I continue to just kind of put the pressure on the Popo player, on Chief?
Yeah, back up really.
That's your turn, right?
That was definitely yours. I just said yes. I said just ship it, dude. It's too good.
Yeah,
Chief and backup.
I love Chief and backup.
Yeah, maybe it was me. I don't
know. God.
It was us. It was definitely on like a melee and on me. You and somebody else.
I think it's a nice, it's so direct. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, they get the first kill.
Boom.
Boom.
That up smash.
And we're slowly just working these characters on the side of the screen to sort of reflect the state of reality. Right now we found the Jigglypuff, but we've assigned it to SluG, and we're gonna, and now we're gonna swap them. In one fell swoop, we're gonna make everything right.
That's right. But what's in the middle of the screen, Toph, is always right.
Yes, that's the state of reality.
We're just trying to reflect it.
You see how SluG, this is kind of the, I guess the ICs that this the most reminds me of was Fly Amanita, where I feel like Fly Amanita was like kind of always playing Sopo.
Yeah,
and
totally.
and Nana's just like, she's like a nice to have, you know? Sopo's he's the MVP, the minimum viable product. And the most valuable player for what it's worth. He's actually both MVPs.
These wave dash back grabs are so slick by SluG.
Yeah.
They keep catching me by surprise. Like climbers can wave dash into a turnaround grab. It's like whew, it's really far and fast.
Can you find one here? Oh no!
Is that so bad? Oh, if you miss a wave dash, it's so bad because you get no punish.
No punish. Okay, now throw down or back air.
We needed that punish, Toph.
Nice recovery there from SluG. Jeez, Louise, he's got to work. That's another thing that kind of stinks about just having Chief, not having backup, is that yeah, your punish gets worse, but like your recovery gets worse. You can really rinse and repeat the edge guard against Chief.
But look, SluG crawled out of Kaled, okay? I'm just going to use Elden Ring terminology, but you can imagine it's a Murasum. This is disgusting. He crawled out of it. He's used to this kind of scene.
You have to be, I think. Yeah, dude.
I mean, this is just what it is. So if you're not playing Ice Climbers in this world and living to tell the tale about it, if you're not in this exact situation.
Dude. That told me everything. When HBox had the advantage, and he just sat on the side platform for like 2 seconds, like, dude, I am big chillin'. You ain't got right now. Oh, okay. You need something here.
Wait
okay.
a minute, though.
That was a lot of damage.
I'll show you what I got, my friend. Don't mess around. Now I got 2. I'm used to playing with 1, but sometimes I got 2. I could be nice like that. You didn't even know that 4 was coming. Box. You didn't even know.
Didn't know that one for sure.
I'm telling you, SluG has just seen things that are so much worse than the Hungrybox war.
SluG is... that is going to do it.
What can you even say about that interaction?
He sniped him out of that shield, dude. Nana's going to make it back, actually, which is...
27-47. This is game 1, Toph. This sets the tone. And I've got 2 climbers on the board, my friend. SluG has an advantage right now.
They're linked up. Yeah, he's winning the percent war. And we've seen that he can even take these stocks with Chief. So, he's looking good. How's HBox going to respond here?
We've truly gone back to the world of backup being a backup.
Yeah, you can't save her there. It's just not worth it. It's too risky. SluG's going to do this one alone.
Here's the battle. We're fighting 73%. How high? See that turnaround grab? Ooh, it's nice.
Oh, down through forward air.
I think maybe at this percent a back air might do it, but I don't know. It's hard to find those back airs.
Yeah.
Oh! You see those grabs, dude?
Oh!
I've been telling you. That's slick. Because he's threatening back air. When you got your back in that particular situation, my brain is thinking back air.
And he gets the back air, but off of the craziest grab.
Off the grab. Wave dash back, turnaround grab, real quick. On a weird timing, not on a beat that I'm ready for. It's the SluG beat, dude. I'm telling you, you have to be down in this gross, disgusting world. You're covered in blood. Everybody's like, ugh, like, I'm sick of watching this. You're losing so bad. Like, let's just stop. And that's where the story begins, Toph.
Right. You just have to be ready to... you have to be down to fight in that element.
And that just,
because
you
just
can't give up there. Because, I think if I'm down and I don't even have my backup, this game's over. I'm done.
It's got to feel so terrible. See, this is where it starts. This
is
little
where
situation.
It starts for SluG.
On Dreamland. But okay, I mean, he's working with the 1 game advantage here, so... super doable. I don't know that SluG is... I don't know if these two have fought in tournament.
This game on purpose because it needs to be a harder story.
Maybe that's... yeah, I don't know.
You know, we can't be up a game.
Chad, I want to know if there's anyone out there like Chroma who's a member of Melee Stats. I want to know if these two have played before and what their record is. just so curious.
I guarantee they've never played before.
Dang.
Oh,
that air dodge was smart, but it's not going to be enough. All right, well, backup's back. Really need to wait out the pound there.
Man, a Puff at 74 on this stage is like nothing. If I'm remembering what it was like on Stadium.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, that's a win condition. If you can get a grab and you've got both, then give me a smash attack on Puff. We will definitely... Man, it must be so nice to just have an upward KO move. Yeah. I always think about that. Upward KOs are... man, I'm so jealous.
They cheat the, the edge guard system.
Yeah.
Right? They kind of cheat that.
Everywhere is good.
That. Yes.
Yeah, it's sick.
Conditional, of course, for the ices, because you do need both of them.
You need both of them, that's right.
Linked up and synced up.
But it's brutal if you have no kill moves and like, I don't know. Yeah, it's one card, and you just, if you play it in that perfect. I'm playing Pokemon trading card game every once in a while with my brother-in-law, who you met now.
Yeah.
Professor, the teacher. I don't know what I'm gonna
You call him Professor? I'm gonna call him Prof. Can I call him Prof?
That would be confusing, wouldn't it?
Can I call him Teach?
We literally just call him Teach. Call him Teach.
I'm gonna call him Teach.
I've been thinking what his Smasher name could be because I think he might come around and stuff.
I'm gonna call him Teach.
Go call him Teach, dude.
I was talking to Magi about him. Because he was at the top 8 and we were watching me and Andrew sitting next to each other, and he was getting loud, and Magi was saying he's got a lot of energy.
He's got a ton of energy, and he does like to get. Okay, my friend. So if you ever see me,
which was so sick,
who's just loud.
Dude, my favorite moment was me and Teach, which I'm calling him now. We're sitting next to each other, and I think it might have even been a Magi set, but we couldn't figure out who to cheer for because we kind of like both players. And oh my god, this is kind of like a wobble here because you're by the ledge, you get the handoff. That's death.
What's that called?
Oh,
that's called handoffs.
Handoffs, yeah, and those are
illegal because
they're situational. You only get them as a guarantee if you're near the ledge, facing the ledge, because only if you're center stage, Nana randomly throws, okay? But if you're near the ledge, her CPI instincts say, I want to throw them off stage. That's what I do.
So you can plan for that.
Yes, yeah. Center stage, she might not throw.
And you can't read her mind, but you can predict her in one situation and not in the other. And what you can predict, they say you can control, but is it true, Toph?
I think it's the first step, right?
What you can control on one level controls you on another. Get Toph.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, how is SluG actually winning on Dreamland? Dude, I was saying that he's gonna lose this on purpose because this is not a grotesque world right now.
But
still not grotesque, but yes.
Again,
you're
listen,
not gonna get a fully charged forward smash. You're just gonna have to grind it out. Good calculation by Hungrybox.
Every single hit. Oh, okay, he's gonna be ready.
So amazing.
Looking for one more. Oh, that's
a little bit. It looked like a fish for me, that wave dash back up smash, but maybe it was genius crouch cancel it, because if you get hit, I'll take the cancel, pop you away with the down smash is going to be enough.
Really smart. Really. I like, dude, I just like the neutral game from SluG. He's just getting into the zones that Puff can't really cover. He's getting into the blind spot. He's getting into that Puff blind spot. You know, when you're driving and there's that zone where a car can pull up on you and just up smash you out of neutral game. And that's what SluG's doing. He's consistently threading that needle.
Could SluG slime their way through this deep dark K-Lid, through Hungrybox into winners finals versus the god of this world?
Oh, and with a good start, 40%, 58. Dang, dude, is HBox getting a little bit antsy? Listen, we've seen HBox in this position before versus very seasoned, very skilled ICs players, and the way that he's won these is usually by slowing it down, getting more patient, but he kept approaching and couldn't get a single percent on Chief. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I think what happens there is if Nana went for whatever throw it is, that I think there was a way to turn that hand off, and but Nana went for the up throw, and oh my god, dude, SluG is an animal right now. Look at this. Everything is coming up SluG this game. He's even got the time to save Nana. Okay, all right. Backup's going down, but we've seen that he is down to fight by himself. Oh!
Yeah, that's total space and mind control right there.
Dude,
I think SluG actually gave me the ability to see where he wanted to go through
his
those
gameplay.
back airs and through the spacing and the timing.
Dang, dude. Okay. And HBox got a lot of work to do.
I mean, I can't imagine that it would be this way if it was a person, though. I just have a feeling that HBox's full being is it's completely limited in this arena.
Yeah. It may be, but you know, that's something
he's exerting
that I think
all this nen down that hallway. When you could play via Wi-Fi, Golem doesn't care about the hallway. He doesn't even.
Yeah, he's just
connecting to any
plugs
computer.
In. HBox, I think that's I think a challenge that he kind of set for himself. Is I think he came out of what it was at Summit 11, getting third. Really impressive performance. Entered a net play tournament that week. He said, I don't just want to be IRL, Nen Aura guy. I want to be able to do it in circumstances. I want to push myself, and I think right now, if he's going to be the protagonist of the tournament, he needs to find a way to exert his will, even in spite of this barrier. Oh, that down smash.
So, you know what I'm realizing? Is that sometimes the stories write themselves, but sometimes we have to get in there and write the story. I think this story wrote itself with Hungrybox. Do you know what I mean? It's just so easy to pick and choose and cherry pick. Because I sometimes feel like, you know what I mean? Like, if you say, the more we repeat, the mere idea that Hungrybox is disproportionately affected by in and out of tournament, like the more people are looking for every single because the more we're talking about it and the more it's.
Oh. This kills though, right? Okay, keep going.
But it's not our fault if it writes itself. But at the same time, we got to know when. I feel like I want to know when I'm being written versus when I'm writing.
And what do you think is happening right now?
I've been thinking about the Melee story a lot because I think in the past, I don't know, I was talking, I don't know, I would just sort of say stuff. I would just, I don't know. I was just talking about the story of Melee from my own perspective, I guess.
But people resound with that.
Well, when it's in sync though, Toph, it's always got to be in sync with the reality in front of our face. So, and that requires investment of time, energy, thought. Anyway, SluG's nuts. But I was just thinking about how it's so easy.
The story of SluG right now is a gritty, blood-covered Icy's guy who's kind of honestly washing himself off. Games 1 and 2 looked like, well, slugfests. Game 3, he doesn't have backup right now, but he's looking clean. He might just close this out, and kind of brush off his shoulders. Is that what's just gonna happen? Is that not quite? But dang, dude, if he 2-stocks HBox on Dreamland with the 3-0, I don't care if it's online, offline, on a monitor, on a CRT, on a.
Well, also,
oh my goodness gracious!
Look, SluG, just closing it out with that. Yeah, that SluG of it is a SluG combo. Beat Moki on the way. Is about to be in winners finals. This is crazy. This story is a
punctuation mark.
There you go. That was a punctuation mark of 3. Hey, 3 games, Stove.
Dang.
3 games.
What a run. And it's not over yet.